Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade in
Shade
the
in the
City.
City.
I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nellz.
And today we're jumping into our review of Before the 90-Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days. It is season 6, and it is the tell-all. Unfortunately, it's only part 1. So yeah, if you guys have not already, Shade Squad, please make sure that you've hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it. I did feel like it was pretty good part of a part 1 of a tell-all, but
I feel like Shauna's getting better. She be getting down to it. She be asking the right questions compared to when I first started watching 90 Days.
Okay, I guess if you want to give her, this one was better than past reunions, but I still think that they might be in need of a new host. But that's just my thoughts. But yeah, let's get into it and let's get shady. So we are opening up this I keep wanting to say reunion tell-all. TLC got to be different.
I mean, it's basically the same thing.
But, the cast arrives and everyone seems happy to meet each other. Meisha and Statler meet first, and Statler worries that, she'll be judged by Meisha because Meisha is very Catholic and she's very gay. Now, Christian thinks that the whole cast probably has a negative perception of him and who he is, and he looks forward to showing them who he really is in person. And I was going to say, they're still not going to like you, Christian. Now, Riley... They still feel the same way. Riley tells Meisha he wants to speak with Nikola because he doesn't like how he's dismissive and uses the Bible to excuse his poor behavior. And I said, well, Riley, you better. You trying to get an invite to the cookout, huh? You go ahead. It's David's first time in New York, and everyone seems excited to meet him. He's obviously traveling with a group of translators, translators and sign language interpreters. Statler asked,
"Wait, do you remember? Because they brought up the hand donut thing. Do you remember that?"
Yeah, when he was talking about doing it to Sheila and the donut, that's what they was talking about. Everybody, that's what everybody.
I remember that.
I did.
Okay. All right. That's
but it. So Statler, because he was like, yeah, I knew what I was doing. He was like, my family knew what I was doing. It is what it is. I love you know what? I love the that David doesn't give.
He really did.
He really doesn't. So Statler asked if there's anyone there they're not looking forward to meeting or talking to. And of course, Amanda's name comes up. So it's not just me. Thank you. It's not just me. And basically they talk about how mean she appeared to be to Razvan, and Amanda blames it on editing. Gotta love that excuse, right? And Amanda thinks that Christian is toxic. And they all agree that Gino and Jasmine are the most toxic couple there. However, Riley does take ownership and accountability and says he definitely comes in second. So just as Statler is thanking God she won't be in the same room as Jasmine,
I thought that was
walks in.
That was hilarious.
And so, this is what I thought was even crazier. I guess they thought they were going to have an intervention with Gino, like he won't go ride for his girl, whether she was physically there or not. But they're starting to rap and they were like, we were just talking about you. Funny that you walked in. And he's like, oh, okay. And then as soon as they're about to go in about Jasmine, she walks through the door, but apparently or through the curtain, but apparently she's already been hip to what they've been saying. So, she lets him know.
She had no problem letting him know.
Right. She's like, I think it's real funny that, y'all had a lot to say when I wasn't in front of y'all, but now that I'm here, it's real quiet. Y'all ain't got nothing to, it's real silent. So
look around, everybody on mute.
Okay. And so, she lets them all know they all have issues and baggage. And Statler asked her if she recognizes that she's toxic. And I said, well, damn. Meisha chimes in and Jasmine thinks that she's being bullied. And I said, that's bad when she thinks she's being bullied.
Sean gets into Jasmine being there in the US and, her breakdown in front of the embassy. Jasmine basically says she broke down because, they had to postpone and she wanted to answer whether it was a yes or no. Sheila and David are still going strong. She just doesn't like his beard and he don't really give a damn. He refuses to get rid of it. Apparently he won't get no kisses.
Sheila, just like she learned to get used to that thing, she don't know what the beard can do yet. I'm just saying.
Now, apparently Amanda went back home and Rosvan
dumped her ass.
Huh?
You dumped her ass.
Not what I was gonna say.
Good job, Rosvan.
Basically, that's what happened. He said,
he said eyes free.
He said he wants to make sure he's, ready for this type of relationship. Now, Christian and Cleo, they're still together. It seems to shock the hell out of Meisha because she said if her man was going into bars inviting women to Thanksgiving, that would be a deal breaker for her.
They were eating Christian's butt up, boy.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, I didn't I didn't think about it when I said it.
Oh my God. All right. So Meisha and Nico haven't seen each other in a year, but he's coming to visit the US very soon. Tyree is doing good after the catfish. He says he just doesn't like people asking if he's doing okay. Basically, sorry, but you're here, so it's gonna happen.
Right.
Statler and Dempsey are still planning on moving in together. Riley and Violet still aren't together, but she said she came today to not to badmouth him, but to basically tell the truth and set the record straight.
Share her truth.
She don't know how to do that, apparently. Now, Sean congratulated Jasmine on making it to the US. She said she's been there for a few days and she believes that when God created Michigan, it wasn't meant for people to live there because it is so damn cold. I believe you. Don't want to test for myself. Sean hopped right into the Dane drama and showed a clip when she went outside to go talk to his ass. First of all, it already bothered me that she was trying to fix her hair and get all cute before she got on FaceTime.
Oh yeah, that would have been a problem. But
okay, I know it's something small, but I don't know.
That wasn't small. I would be like, why are you trying to look cute?
Right? This is your friend. Why does it matter?
Right.
Okay. Now, of course, Gino was upset. He said it was super disrespectful that she's on there calling him baby and discussing their sex life to an ex, and everyone on the panel basically agreed. Apparently, he also proposed first of all, why she takes that long to say goodbye?
I know, when she was like, oh, well, he proposed. I was like, girl, bye.
And then she said a goodbye dinner. Before she left Panama, everybody is like, girl, that's a date. And it didn't make it any better that it was on Valentine's Day. But she said she didn't realize that it was Valentine's Day till she got there and she saw all the heart balloons. Jasmine, you a damn lie. Okay. If anybody knows Valentine's, listen, I guarantee you she hit up Gino because it was Valentine's Day. Girl, bye. Sean doesn't believe
that's a great point. Yeah.
Hello, like it's National Boyfriend and Girlfriend Day, National Husband and Wife Day, National whatever, Partners Day, whatever it is, okay? Every woman knows when it's Valentine's Day.
We know it's not Side Chick Day, but...
I don't know, I know it's sometime during that week. So Sean doesn't believe Jasmine doesn't realize that it wasn't Valentine's Day, especially after she found out that she got flowers, card, and dinner. So they questioned Jasmine about her friendship and asked her how she would feel if Gino did it. She said she don't see anything wrong with it. Sure, bye. And if he asked her to stop,
I'm mad that they don't. They never when they asked her the question of, well, how would you feel? Somebody asked her, well, how would you feel if he did it? And she just skipped over that. And I was like, no, somebody hold her to that.
Yeah, she basically just said she doesn't see anything wrong with it. Basically, her doing it. She didn't
mean right. And that's what I'm
it.
saying. I wanted somebody to hold her to the fire and be like, no, but so it's okay for Gino to go.
I feel like Gino did when he asked her, and he held her to the fire a little bit, and she did answer, but yeah, basically she says that if he made her stop being friends with Dane, it wouldn't be fair because she has a small group of friends. It would just be one less, girl. What? It's one that you had sex with. I can't do friends that you don't have sex with.
I mean, I guess if you just want to continue to be disrespected, Gino, that's on you. Look, and the crazy part is she's now, I mean, I hate to be like that, but she's on American soil now. So the fact that she's so damn still just as disrespectful to you and shit ain't really changed. Who really wins in this? I'm just saying.
Statler
and she ain't gonna give you no kids.
Really no benefit. Other than the fact she's pretty. He has a pretty girl next to him. That's it. That's about it. She's a trophy.
That's gonna have him broke, but yeah.
Broke as hell to stay pretty. Now Statler told her that it should be simple. If Gino says he's uncomfortable with it, then that should be the end of it. You should cut him off. Meisha told him she clearly does not care about how you feel. There's clear signs. And Gino said the deal breaker for him is cheating. And then the sex video came up. She said the only sex video she has with him is the one that they shot months before she met Gino. And Gino wanted to see it. I was like, hold on, what? But
now he wants to see timestamp, so he says.
He said he wanted to see the date. Now, during the break, Gino wanted to know why she even still has this video. Okay, because there's only one reason why you would keep it, and that's to look at it again. She said that she does not watch it. She's not going to watch it, and she'll delete it when she finds it. Okay, if she can find it. Okay, and then told him that he's being very judgmental. Okay, and she can take stuff from everyone.
You mean judgmental?
Judgmental.
Judgmental?
Judgmental.
I said if she said that one more time.
But she said she can take stuff from everybody else and basically tells him he better co-sign her bull.
Well, so now we see Statler and Dempsey. They reveal that, they're leaving the good old farm life and they're going to go live out of a camper van and travel full time. Dempsey doesn't have a real plan for work. She's going to do jobs here or there.
She's basically going to live off of Statler is what is the vibe that I got.
Dempsey said, I'm going to live this soft, natural life. Okay.
She said, you want to move in with me?
And you know what's so funny? Look, and it's so funny because she's vegan too. She can survive all them nuts and berries and she don't really need food. You know what I'm saying? Like
you and these nuts and berries.
So, Statler works from home, so she's good. And when asked, Statler says that she would prefer to have a partner that it was a little bit more financially stable. But, they plan to make it work and, her be the breadwinner, which I said, okay, well, that's cute.
And look at that. We was worried about
Statler.
We was worried about Statler living over her. She said, you want to come over here, boo? Okay.
And basically,
you got it.
Basically, she admits that this is Dempsey's thing and she's just following her lead.
But we know Dempsey's thing. That's how she grew up.
Right.
Cut it out.
Circus. Okay. So they show unseen footage of Dempsey cleansing her Statler's badge with yoni eggs and sage, and apparently she burned her ass. And I said, okay, well, got a little too close but maybe it really needed to get up in you. I don't know. Sean brings up Statler doing it in church, and Nikola, it just isn't here for her disrespecting the church. And, Dempsey isn't bothered by Statler's whole past. They bring out a homegirl of hers, Natalie, Jasmine asked her what makes Dempsey special, and she comes up there and says she doesn't think Dempsey is special. And I said, well, who the are you, Natalie? I'm with Dempsey. So Dempsey said, that bitch's opinion is invalid to me. I don't even know who she is.
What got me is the fact that Natalie said, well, that seems aggressive. Oh, and you saying she ain't special, ain't? That wasn't aggressive.
Hoppo, who is this woman? So Natalie,
it don't matter, she's invalid.
Right. Natalie says that she has her reservations about their relationship and has concerns for Statler. Finally, Statler comes out and said that they have a hard time communicating, and every time they have had to have hard conversations, one of the other shuts down. So they ask about therapy, and Dempsey doesn't seem too thrilled or, willing to sign up.
Talk at all. She
just looked at her like, bitch, I don't know why you doing this on TV, because I'm not going. Bitch, we traveling the world. We ain't got time for therapy.
It's true.
We got to set up the tent. We got these elephants and tigers and shit in the back. Bitch. We got shit to do. So, so Natalie ends up wishing them the best, and Dempsey gives her a resting face, and that was Statler Dempsey.
Oh, I need a break. So Sean moves on to Meisha and Nico. Apparently he'll be here next week. Well, whatever week that was for them.
Right, whatever week that was.
Yeah. They plan to meet up in New York, and then they're gonna fly to Minnesota. Does that make any sense to you?
They're going to meet in New York because I think she wants to do the touristy thing and like show him.
She wants to show him New York.
Like, because to take him not that Minnesota's bad, no shade to any of the viewers if you're from Minnesota, but I would just imagine if it's your first time in America, when you watch movies and stuff, it's Times Square or it's LA. You're used to seeing things like that. You're not used to seeing Minnesota.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice of her to do that, to fly to New York, to meet him in New York, and then that's nice.
Because he could absolutely fly into Minneapolis airport. There should be nothing.
I don't know if I got it in me, but that was nice. That was very thoughtful. I guess after he took her on the world tour,
right?
Shoot, she might.
But I don't think he'll like New York. He's going to see it probably as the city of sin or something. Unless she takes him to a whole bunch of cathedrals.
Remember, in his city, he liked the city of sin. He thought he wouldn't. But he got a taste and he enjoyed himself.
He just did that for her, but trust and believe.
That's what he said. He had fun. Now, Meisha, apparently she got an answer in regards to the annulment, but she waited until the tell-all to let him know that it was approved. And she said when he comes to Minnesota, they will be celebrating, okay?
She said they're going to turn up.
Jasmine is excited for him that he's gonna finally lose his virginity, and says that he deserves to enjoy sex.
Sex should be enjoyable.
She always got sex on the brain. So now,
because she's not getting none.
I think even if she was.
I mean, even look, all she keeps talking about, oh, you don't take a pill? She'd be so interested. You don't have to take a pill.
That's true. That's true. So now they're ready to get married, so they can have sex, because he says sex is between a husband and wife, not a girlfriend and boyfriend. Of course, Statler doesn't agree. And he said, you know what? I respect your faith. And mine says it's between a husband and wife.
And look, she's like, my sexuality, not my faith. That's something totally different. He's like, whatever your belief system, bitch. Look, whatever.
From what we can tell, what you doing in the church, you ain't got no faith.
Okay. She said, I worship ass and titties. Ass and titties. I'm sorry. Maybe she's into some Marvin type.
You know what?
The ass worship.
And you know what? If she heard you right now, she probably danced to it. Yeah. She probably would. Basically, they want to know what makes Nico think that he knows so much about the woman's body and how to please her. He said it ain't rocket science. And Jasmine said, sir, I'm gonna need you to take it down a few notches. Okay. Don't think just because you learned some anatomy in science class in the 5th grade that you know how to please a woman. Okay, because it's a lot that goes into it. Look at who's sitting next to me. Okay. He still can't do it. Shay said that, but that's the vibe I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
So Meisha basically says that she ain't worried because he has the proper equipment. That don't always matter, boo. That don't always matter. He's old.
I would feel some type of way. I mean, I guess she really does want to come over here that bad, because I think I would feel a way if I was Jasmine. If here I am, I'm gonna come over here. It already don't work without a pill. You make up whatever excuse so it don't work to not do it to me. I just would never want to live a life like that, begging for penny.
It's probably because money's more important to her.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
You know, you look.
She said, money make me, money make. I get it.
In the bathroom by herself. So Sean brings out the other component to their relationship, her daughters, Maria and Savea. She immediately gets into the heavy stuff. She asks if they think that Meisha and Nico are a good couple. And they said that he's different than what she would normally, go for. And they said that they just don't want to feel judged. They're still teenagers. They still want to live their teenage life. Now, Statler says that she definitely believes that Nico is going to be doing some judging, and feels that it's going to break up the relationship between her and, the mom and the daughters. I'm going to need Statler to have several seats, because if you could tell the future, you would have known that was going to leave you when you went back home.
Okay. Well, I mean, she feels like she has a lot to add. I'm not gonna. I don't necessarily think it was her place, but since it was open format, I mean, I can foresee something like that happening.
I think that, I'm not saying what she was saying is wrong, but I feel that she has something personal against Nico. And I think she speaks on their relationship mainly because she has something personal against Nico, because of his religious beliefs, and feels that he judges, and because of the life that she lives.
Which is so crazy, because I don't even feel like
he gives a damn
that, he was judging her necessarily. He's like, that's your life, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Exactly. But
she's making it, I will say that I can kind of see that too. She's making it a point to take digs at him.
So, he said he's not coming there.
He's so judgmental.
He said that he's not coming there to make their life miserable. Meisha is his wife, and he trusts her discernment. Now, Meisha said that she understands their concerns, but don't you worry about that, boo. I'll check that if need be. Okay. Now, they show a clip where Nico was pretty dismissive with Meisha's feelings. He said he did apologize, but he also apologized to any other woman who was hurt by it. Now, her daughters say that they don't want their mom to marry someone who dismisses their feelings. And who's to say that he won't do the same when they come to him with their concerns? Meisha let them know that nothing will ever come between them. And one day she hopes that they will see the same things in him that she does. Statler said, all I see is him still invalidating your feelings, still to this present day on this stage.
Right, I was with Statler on that point.
Sean,
I think she was really embarrassed for her daughters to see that. I mean, they were probably gonna see it if they watched it, but to have it like really played in front of them, and like her sit up there, but she's still, oh my God, he's coming next week. I love him so much. No, you look crazy. You look crazy in front of your daughters right now.
Now, Sean brings up a statement that he made stating that he needs to show Meisha that he's the man, and wants to know what he meant by that. He said a man needs to be a man, and a woman has to be a woman. A man is the head of the household and the leader and provider, and a woman is to follow.
Here go Amanda. I really believe in that. I agree.
Christian said, okay, now you're saying two different things. Okay, because you're talking about how a man should follow a woman, but you literally just said when it comes to Meisha and her daughters, you're going to follow her. Amanda says that she agrees with Nico because biblically the man should lead the household, and the woman who is his equal is to lead. Now Statler wants her to find somebody else. Basically, she told her there's plenty of Catholic fish in the sea. What
did Amanda let Razvan lead at all?
That ain't her husband.
Oh, okay.
You can't just be following everybody.
Oh, okay.
And I ain't trying to be funny, but that's probably one of the reasons why she compared him to her husband, because he may not possess those same leader qualities.
True. But
not saying that it was right. But so basically her daughters feel like, they really just need to, meet him in person and see how he is and see how they interact with him. So basically it sounded like this trip for them is like a trial visit.
Yeah, for the most part, everybody thinks that she's gonna
very invested in them breaking up, it seems like.
Yeah, everybody thinks that she's gonna come to her senses once he gets over here and creeps everybody out. So they jump into Riley and Violet's drama. Now, Riley says that it is common for Americans to go look into people they're dating from another country. And most of the cast actually agrees with him on this. Even Tyree, even though it took him a while, don't do that to Tyree, okay?
You know what? I'm not, because maybe he learned now that maybe he should investigate.
Don't do that.
So he's never seen FaceTime talk to. I mean.
So now Meisha and Dempsey said that they think it's absurd to continue a relationship. Basically, if he felt like he couldn't trust her in the first place. He says he tried to break things off. But Violet kept contacting his family members and, friends, and was like, oh, and pestering them to be together and for him to talk to her. I said, so you couldn't just block him?
Well, apparently she was blocked on his phone, but he said he still loved her. That's really what it boils down. He said she was reaching out to his family after he blocked her, and he still loved her. So,
and if I was the family member, I would have blocked her too.
Just like she wanted to be chased, how she likes to be chased, he liked it too. He liked to be chased. He liked the fact that she went all around the world to get to him and made him feel good, and he took her ass back. That's what the hell happened.
I would have said, block, block, block. So
I don't know. I would have been embarrassed that you hitting on my family.
Well, that would have been embarrassing, but I would have said, Nellz, make sure you block. I'm sorry that, I'm embarrassed that this is happening, but go ahead and block that nigga number. Like, simple as that. Tiffany comes out and still wants to know why Violet never deleted the app. Violet tries to explain and says that she did delete the app. It just never, but that doesn't mean she was
deactivate the account. She said she didn't deactivate the account.
Yeah, but she said she wasn't actively on it. And he's like, that he calls bullshit and basically says no, because you were active as recently as 2 days ago. But y'all not together no more, so that don't really matter.
Well, no, it was, I think 2 days before he seen it is what he meant.
Oh. Yeah. So Violet says she's not tech savvy, but he went there.
When she said that, I said, so you don't know how not to log in to your app, girl? What are you saying? Girl, you need to become better, please.
Jasmine thinks that she was keeping her options open. And
so Jasmine said, I've been down that road. She said, I did the online dating thing, and that's exactly what I would do. And I ain't really messed with the dude.
So then, of course, they jump into the biggest elephant in the room, and that's Violet telling Riley that she's pregnant with his baby. So Jasmine calls him out. That if he didn't trust her, why would he have sex with her unprotected? He basically said, I said, okay, Jasmine. And he says, because she came unexpected in the middle of the night. And, she made him promise not to say anything because in her culture, they just don't be going to hotel rooms and hooking up stuff. They don't do that televised stuff. They, they come out at night. So anyway, and so she knows that's frowned upon, so she didn't want her business out here in the street. Now, Violet tries to put together some tears And I loved that how she was holding the tissue. And I said, girl, you just
Not
messing up
put
your
together
makeup,
some
but ain't
tears.
no water coming down your face. Your
Not,
eyes ain't even teary, but can you get some water in the eyes? Can
not
you make it
put
well?
together some tears. She was trying to scrape them together, trees.
She was. She looked, and then I love it how she look. She opened the one eye.
Riley was so unbothered.
Bitch, I was unbothered. I was over there laughing.
He was so unbothered.
I said, you messed up your mascara for that. Because it definitely wasn't giving tears. It wasn't giving sincere. So yeah, no. We learned that she took the pregnancy test in front of him. And Riley feels like, okay, but even when you take a pregnancy test, you go and, go get it confirmed by a doctor. When I asked her to go to the doctor, she don't want to go. He wants her to go to an international hospital where he can speak to the doctor in English. He said the dates don't add up. Riley, this not your baby. I'm sorry, but if what he's saying is true, and there's this 1% chance because he's on this medication, then now granted, I did see some crazy, Nellz sent me some crazy stuff today about some man faking his, just to get out of paying child support. So these niggas be real crazy trying to get out and not paying for kids they don't really want.
You know what it was giving me a little bit, even though he's clearly a dumbass because he's still bringing her over here.
Right.
But what it was giving me a little bit was she said, oh, well, I can't go to the doctor because I don't have the money and, I can't financially do it. I think she wanted him to send her money. And he said, no, I gave them my card on file and told you can go and I would take care of it. That ain't what she wanted. She wanted that Cashapp as well.
Yeah. Because I when I heard that, I was like, well, why wouldn't he just pay? If you can pay for the doctor, but it sounds like it's going to be a little bit in transportation or something. So maybe she's saying like, I need money to get there, but I don't
have no problem getting around when he was out there. She still works. You still got to pay to get around. She works.
What I'm saying, I think the international hospital, maybe I'm wrong. I think the international hospital may be in like a different city. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Like a different city that's not easy to get to.
It was given that it was more, she said it was more expensive. It's a more expensive hospital, but he's willing to pay for it.
Child, all I know is that look, Riley, if you want to go ahead and take care, ain't nothing wrong with taking care of adopting kids. If you want to go ahead and take care of a baby because you ain't got no kids of your own and you feel and God speaks to your heart and tells you that it is okay, then by all means take in this baby. But please know that this is not your baby. You're not the father, bruh. The dates is off. What he was there for all of 2 weeks, a month. It's bruh, you're not like it just don't add unless you were shooting telepathically across the ocean. No.
It's gonna be like the Krishan and Blueface situation. Some dude out the blue gonna come out talking about something. That's my baby.
She might need that right now, like the other one do. But no, I just what I don't want to see TOC, just like I didn't want to see it with Krishan and Blueface. I don't want to see no DNA test because I doubt I believe it. Y'all some tricky muff. I'm good. I don't know if I believe y'all to tell the truth. But
I think they can get it pretty early too. Can't you do it with a blood test now? You don't gotta wait till the baby here.
Right. Well, that's so to me, not saying that he shouldn't have supported her, but if I was Riley, that would be the first thing. I just want to DNA.
I don't know how early. I don't know if there's like a certain amount of time or you have to wait a certain. I don't know how that works. I just know that there's a blood test that you can get, but I don't know if you have to wait till you're like a certain amount far along or what. I don't know how that works, but
yeah, Riley basically thinks that she's doing this to get him to commit to her, and basically believes that that's not beneath her to do. And unfortunately, I don't get me wrong, I like Violet's sassiness, but I'm gonna have to give it to Riley. I'm with him on this one. Mm-hmm. But if you bring her over here, if you accept that, you know what it was when you signed up.
I don't understand what he's bringing her over here for.
Look, don't call us.
I guess they'll get it. Don't call us.
Don't call or take us out the group chat. We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to see you on another season complaining about how wrong she did you and how she don't love you, and because you knew all that before you brought her over here.
She literally came on the show talking about their number 2 toxic relationship on the show.
Right.
Bringing her over here.
Bless your heart. But yeah, that was pretty much it. And then they're gonna jump into the rest of the mess, and Christian and Cleo, and they're, she's still so confused. And so is damn Christian. I can't believe they still claim, like Nellz said, as long as they can go back to doing long distance, everybody was gonna be together. I don't believe Statler and Dempsey are still together now, because
are they together?
If she really moved out there, then yeah, I don't believe that they're together.
It was given that they was pretty rocky already.
Right. So. Unless she put her back there with the elephants and the tigers.
I don't know. You didn't find it funny that Statler was like, yeah, Dempsey sold most of her stuff and I didn't sell anything? Like, why did you feel the need to say that?
Because basically I think she's trying to tell her or forewarn her, the same person that, I don't know, maybe I think she thinks she's in love, and the problem was now that it's really time for her to, I think she's like, no, I didn't want to do all that. I thought I was going to live somewhere else rent free now, but you living with me and living off me?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Let's move fast into that.
Right. So look, maybe Dempsey actually set her up. She said, I'm gonna bring her out here, make her fall in love. She gonna want to move in with me, and then I'm gonna flip it and reverse it. Yeah, I'm feminine if it's went. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Smart girl. Dempsey said, I'm gonna live this soft life. You got me messed up. But yeah, thank you, Shade Squad, and all of our new viewers for tuning in to our review of the Tell All Part 1. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button. You comment. You subscribe. And you hit the notification bell. And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And we will catch you next week for another review of Part 2 of the Tell All Before the 90 Days. Have a good night. Good night.